So hello students, how are you people? I think you all are fine. So last time we have started a chapter that is integers. Okay, we have learned about that there are different type of numbers in number system. In that we have learned about whole numbers, then we have learned about natural numbers, whole numbers, and then integers. In integers we have learned that integers consist of all the positive numbers, negative numbers, and 0. Okay, now last time we have learned about sum of integers. Now today we are going to learn some next topics. Okay, so let us start with additive inverse. Okay, now what is additive inverse? Additive inverse means opposite. Okay, so additive inverse, additive matlab plus, inverse means opposite. So additive inverse means that addition का opposite. Okay, opposite of addition. Now we all know that we write negative as opposite of addition. Okay, for example, now if we have any number, suppose we have a number a. Okay, so additive inverse of a will be minus a. Okay, similarly we can write additive inverse of any number. The only thing is that we have to change its sign. Okay, if plus is present we have to write there minus, if minus is present we have to write there plus. For example, suppose if we have a number, write the additive inverse of minus 25. Okay, so what will be additive inverse of minus 25? So you have to write in this way. Additive inverse of minus 25 is what? The same number you have to write. Number में कोई change नहीं होगा, only we have to change its sign. Okay, so it will be plus 25. Okay, in that way you have to solve now these all examples. Now remember here we have one number that is 0. So if you remember, we have written last time that 0, it does not have either positive sign or negative sign. So additive inverse of 0 will be 0 as it is. Okay, now let us learn about next topic, that is sign convergence. Okay, suppose if you are going to solve some examples like this one. Okay, so we need to learn before that some sign convergence. Okay, now in sign convergence, remember that if suppose two numbers are there, in which first it is written plus, then in bracket some next number, okay, or sign, immediately after that another sign is present. During such time we have to make some changes in the sign if necessary. Now what type of changes will be there or convergence will be there? If two positive signs are just one after another, okay, so that sign we will write it as it is positive. If two negative sign are one after another, that also we will convert as plus sign or positive sign. Then if plus sign is followed by negative sign, then we write it as negative sign. If minus is followed by positive sign, then we write it as again negative. In short, we can say that when we have same sign, that is this one. Okay, so when same signs are followed one after another, we write it as plus. Plus के बाद में plus है, so we have written plus. After minus, again minus is there, so we have again here written positive. Okay, and when two different signs are following one after another, okay, now these are different signs. Okay, so we change it into negative signs. Okay, is it clear? Now let us learn some examples based on this one. For example, suppose if it is given plus 25, okay, then plus 15. Okay, now since these both numbers are positive and positive is followed by positive, so what we will do over here, we will write it as equals to 25. Now again plus is followed by plus, same signs are there, so we will write here plus. Now we can do addition or subtraction of numbers. Now both the numbers, that is 25 and 15 are having same sign plus. So we have learned in the previous class, when same signs are there, we are doing addition of numbers. So 25 plus 15, that is 40. Okay, now suppose if two numbers are in this way, 12 plus minus 5. Okay, now here it can be seen that a plus sign, after that a negative sign is present. It means that immediately after the sign another opposite sign is present. So when two different signs are following each other, what we do, we write their negative sign. So now first thing is that we have to change this sign. So this will become minus 5. Now 12, its sign is positive, 5, its sign is negative. Opposite signs are there, so we will do subtraction of numbers. Okay, so 12 minus 5 will be 7. Sign of greater number plus. Okay, so remember in this one we have to follow it stepwise. Okay, again I am considering one more example. Now this time we will write it in detail. Okay, suppose if we have 36 minus plus 20. Okay, so now what will you write? Solution equals to this 36, its my positive sign is there will be no change in this number sign. Why? Because before this only one sign, if no sign is there means positive is present. Okay, now before this number two signs are following each other, so here opposite signs are there, so we will make change in this one. We have learned when two different or opposite signs are there, we are writing their negative. So now it will become minus 20. Okay, so I will write here one more step, equals to, now we have to look at the signs of numbers. Okay, so since numbers have opposite sign, so what we will do, we will subtract the numbers. Okay, so now 36 minus 20 is how much? That is 16. Okay, now after writing this one we have to write sign of greater number. So now check between 36 and 20 which number is greater. So 36 is greater and its sign is, no sign is written over here, means it is positive. So we will write here plus 16. Have you understood up till here? Okay, now let us solve some more examples based on this one. Okay, now in the previous class we have learned about addition of numbers. Now let us see about subtraction of numbers. Okay, now in subtraction you have to look after that. Suppose first example is given as subtract 32 from minus 80. Okay, now in subtraction a very simple rule is there, that the number which comes after from, यानी from के बाद वाला जो number है, okay, that you have to write first. Okay, so let us write it. So ये आ जाएगा पहले minus 80. Okay, now what you have to do, we have to do subtraction. So then we have to write here subtraction, that is minus sign. What you have to subtract? तो we have to subtract 32 from minus 18. तो from के बाद वाला नंबर हमने पहले लिखा है, ये subtraction की sign. Now what we have to subtract? 32. So now we will write it as plus 32. Why? Because sign of 32 is positive. Okay, now equals to, now minus 80. It can be seen that now these two signs are following each other. तुरंत एक के बाद दूसरी साइन प्रेजेंट है यहाँ पर. So what you will do, since they are opposite sign, so which sign do we prefer? We write it as minus. Okay, the next number is 32. Now you have to look at the numbers. Now there is no condition in this way. Now directly we have numbers. Now 80 and 32 both are having negative sign. So whenever two numbers are having same sign, we do addition of numbers. Okay, so what you will do, Now 80 plus 32, it is 112. Now sign of greater number, it is greater, so what sign is there? Minus, so we will write here minus sign. Okay. Now let us consider one more example over here. Our next example, it is given that subtract minus 36 from 42. Okay. So now solution. Now what you will do, the number which is written after from will come first. Okay. So 42. Now as we are doing subtraction, so we will write here minus sign. Now what you have to subtract? So we have to subtract minus 36. Okay. So that you have to write in bracket. Is it clear? Equals to. Now again it can be seen that minus sign is followed by minus sign. So what we will do, same signs are there, so it will become plus. So next step will be 42 plus 36, that equals to 78. Okay. So in this way you people have to complete this all examples. Okay. Now let us proceed to some next level examples. Now here it is given that subtract the sum of 2320 and minus 5020. Okay. ये जो दो नंबर है ये दोनों का सम. Okay. We have to subtract it from what? We have to subtract it from minus 709, and we have learned कि from के बाद वाला number. Okay. That we are writing first. Okay. So let us write this solution for question number 5. Okay. So now what is given? Subtract. अब क्या subtract करना है, तो पहले हम लोग देखेंगे कि from के बाद में क्या लिखा है. Okay. So after from it is given minus 709. Okay. So solution, directly you can write minus 709. From this we have to subtract. So this is subtraction. Now we have to subtract the sum of these two numbers. So we will write this one in bracket. Okay. In this way, 2320 plus minus 5020. In this way we have to write it. Okay. Equals to. Now this first number will be as it is, we will not make any change in this one, so you will get minus 709. Okay. Now remember that here minus is present and this one is present in bracket, but this number is followed immediately by another number. So first we have to clear the inner bracket, then we will clear the outer bracket. Okay. So till that time we will keep this minus sign as it is. Now inside the bracket these two numbers are present, where plus sign is followed by minus sign. So these both are opposite sign, so we will make here some sign change. Okay. So now what type of sign change you will make over there? So we will write here 2320. Since opposite signs are there, so we will write here minus, next number is our 5020. Okay. Equals to. Now minus 709 minus. Now first we have to clear this bracket. Okay. Unless this bracket inside numbers are cleared, we cannot come out of this bracket. Okay. Now we have to do subtraction of these numbers. Okay. Now 2320, it is having no sign over here, means it is positive. 5020, it is having negative sign. So this both the numbers are having opposite sign. When the numbers are having opposite sign, we do subtraction of numbers. Okay. So the subtraction is 2700. Okay. Now sign of greater number. Now 2320 and 5020. 5020 is greater, and what is its sign? Minus. So we will write here sign of greater number. Okay. Equals to. Now what you have to do? Keep this number minus 709 as it is. Okay. So you will get minus 709. Now here it can be seen that again a negative sign is followed by another negative sign, means they both are having same sign. Okay, so what you will get, so this we will replace it by plus because same signs are present. Okay, so now plus 2700. Now you can see that these both numbers minus 709 and 2700, they both are having opposite sign. Here minus is there, this number is having positive sign. So when the numbers are having opposite signs, we do subtraction of numbers. Okay, so now we will subtract 709 from 2700. So our answer is 1991. You can do the subtraction afterwards. Okay, now after this one we write the sign of greater number. So between 709 and 2700, which number is greater? So this number is greater. So what is its sign? Plus. So we will make here plus 1991. Okay, then now next one. Now one example I have solved here. This example, that is example number 6, you people have to solve it. Read the example carefully and then you people have to solve it. Okay, now next one. Now let us solve next level examples. Okay, 6 plus. Now you can see that this sign, a different sign is present over here. Okay, just like an exclamatory mark or a perpendicular dash. Okay, now here we can consider that this sign is known as modulus or mode. Okay, so now it can be read as 6 plus modulus or mode of 10. Okay, now whenever there is a mode, we have to change it. Okay, so it will be written as 6 प्लस. नाउ ये मोड का एक रूल है, इसके अंदर अगर माइनस नंबर रहा देन ऑल्सो वी राइट इट प्लस, इफ प्लस इज प्रेजेंट देन ऑल्सो वी राइट इट प्लस. फॉर एग्जाम्पल mode of minus 10, let me write it once again. So mode of minus 10 is plus 10 and mode of plus 10, that is also plus 10. Okay, so now we have minus 10, so we will write it as plus 10 equals to, now both the numbers are having same sign, 10 की साइन भी प्लस है, 6 की साइन भी प्लस है. सो व्हेन द नंबर्स आर हैविंग सेम साइन वी डू एडिशन ऑफ नंबर्स. सो 10 plus 6 16. Okay, now let us solve next example. Let us try to solve example number 4. Okay, now here it is given minus 50 plus minus 200 plus 300. Okay, so solution equals to, okay. Now in this condition what you have to do, keep this minus 50. Now remember one more thing, that if it is written in this way minus 50, okay, इसके पहले अगर ब्रैकेट है, ब्रैकेट के पहले कोई साइन नहीं, when no sign is present, this one we can write it simply like this minus 50. This both are same. Okay, so now this minus 50 I am writing at it as minus 50. Now here it can be seen that signs are following each other. Okay, and they are opposite sign. So when opposite sign is there, we write there negative. So minus 200 plus 300. Okay, equals to, now what we have to do, we have to follow the Bodmas rule. Okay, now Bodmas rule, what does it present, what does it says, that first we have to do, now in this condition we have to do addition of numbers, because in between these two numbers plus sign is present. Okay, so we will underline this one. Now keep this minus 50 as it is. Okay, now this 300 is having plus sign, 200 is having minus sign, so both the numbers have opposite sign. So what we will do, subtraction of numbers. Okay, now while doing subtraction of these numbers, what you will do, now 300 minus 200, that is 100, and sign of greater number. So which number is greater? So we can say that 300 is greater than 200, so sign of 300 is plus, so we write it here plus 100. Okay, now for a minute think what will be the next step. So now next what we have to do, again both this 50 and 100 are having opposite sign. Okay, so whenever numbers are having opposite sign, we do subtraction of numbers. Okay, so now 100 minus 50, that is 50. Next thing is that we have to write sign of greater number, so you have to check which number is greater, 100 or 50. 100 is greater, so its sign is plus, so we prefer to write here positive sign. Is it clear? Then let us move to next level examples. Okay, now here it is given evaluate the following, means we have to find the value of the following. Let us try to solve example number 4. Okay, so now stepwise I will write the number. Okay, so now solution. Now what is the condition over here? Here it can be seen that a square bracket is present, then let me highlight it, this one is a square bracket and this one is a round or curve bracket. Okay, so now as we have learned that first we have to clear the inner brackets. Okay, then we will clear outer bracket. Okay, so what we will do, we will write this one as equals to 1136. Now here it can be seen that plus sign is followed by negative sign, opposite signs are there, so we have to make change in this sign. We write it as minus and number as it is 1272. Similarly, now here after this bracket minus sign is there, keep it as it is. Why? We have one more bracket further. Okay, so now next what you will write here, again here it can be seen that these numbers are having opposite sign. Now remember here this sign numbers, they have opposite sign, just like this case sign is not followed by sign, so here we have to do subtraction of numbers. Okay, so now you have to check what type of numbers are, what type of signs are present. So 1250 is negative, 1138 is positive, so we will do subtraction of numbers. Their subtraction is 112. Now you have to check that which number is greater. So 1250 is greater, so we will write sign of greater number, that is minus over here. Okay, now look at next step. Now again in these two numbers 1136, 1272, these both the numbers are having opposite sign. 1272 is having negative, this number is having positive sign, so what we will do, we will again do subtraction of numbers. Okay, so when we will subtract 1136 from 1272, we will get 136. Now what is sign of greater number? So 1272 is greater, its sign is negative, so we will write here minus 136. Keep this one also in bracket. Now next this minus sign as it is, and then followed by this bracket. Okay, now again it can be seen that we will remove this minus sign. Now here in this condition a negative sign is followed by another negative sign, so when signs are followed one after another, we have to write as per the rule. Now same signs are present, so we will write here plus. Okay, now it will become plus 112, or you can simply write it as plus 112. Okay, we'll remove bracket for this one also. Now both numbers 136 and 112, they are having opposite sign, so when numbers are having opposite sign, we do subtraction. Remember this rule, when signs are followed, we change the sign if required, and when numbers are having opposite sign, we do subtraction of numbers. Okay, so now what is 136 minus 112? So it is 24. Okay, now we have to see which number is greater, 136 or 112. So 136 is greater, so we will write its sign over here, that is minus 24. So this is our answer. Now you people have to solve all these remaining 3 questions. Okay, the next one. Okay, so now let us start our next question, that is question number 9. Now here we have to verify a minus b is equal to a plus b. Let me copy this one here. Okay, now for value, that is first question is given over here. Now if you want to solve this type of question, it is based on 2 sides. It can be seen that a minus minus b is present to the left of this equal to sign, so we can say that it is present on LHS, and a plus b is present on RHS. So we will solve this question by LHS RHS method. Okay, so now let us write its solution. LHS equals to, now what is LHS? So our LHS is a minus minus b, so we will write it here, a minus minus b equals to, now what is the value of a? So value of a is 2 and value of b is minus 6. So we will copy these values over here. Okay, so instead of a we will write here 2, then this minus as it is, this minus of b as it is. Now what is the value of b? So it is minus 6, so it can be written again in bracket minus 6. Okay, equals to, now again we have to follow our bracket rule or sign after sign rule. Now here it can be seen that minus sign is followed by another minus sign, and this one is present in inside bracket. So first we will clear this one. So what you will get, 2, this minus out of the bracket as it is. Now this minus minus will become, yes, same signs are there, so it will become plus 6. Okay, now it can be seen that again a minus sign is followed by positive sign. Now this time there are opposite signs. Okay, so when opposite signs are present, what we have to do, we have to change the sign. So it will become 2 minus 6. Okay, equals to, now you can see that this 6 is having negative sign, 2 is having no sign, means it is positive. So we can say that both the numbers are having opposite signs. Whenever numbers are having opposite signs, we subtract the numbers. Okay, so 6 minus 2 is what, 4, and sign of greater number is, that is 6 is greater, its sign is minus, so we will write here minus 4. Now this is LHS. Now we have to write here RHS. Now what is our RHS? So that is a plus b. So a plus b equals 2. Now what is value of a? So value of a is 2 and b is minus 6. We will copy these values over here. Okay, so you will get 2 plus value of b as minus 6. So we will write it in bracket. Now it is easy for us to solve. Now a plus sign is followed by minus sign, opposite signs are there, so we will write their subtraction. So it will become 2 minus 6. Now again both the numbers, 6 is having minus sign, 2 is having plus sign, so numbers are having opposite sign. So what we will do, we will do subtraction of numbers. Okay, so 6 minus 2, 4, and sign of greater number is minus, so we will write here minus. Now here it can be seen that our final answers are equal. Okay, so what we will write here further, since minus 4 is equal to minus 4, that is both the numbers are equal to each other, or we can write it as, no need of writing this one, we can write since LHS, that is value of LHS, which is minus 4, is equal to value of RHS, that is how much, again minus 4. So we can write since LHS equals to RHS, Hence a minus minus b, a minus minus b is equal to a plus b is verified. Okay, in this way you have to write that answer. Okay, now next question. So the remaining question, that is question number 2 and question number 10, that is homework for you people. Okay, now next one. Now here in this question it is given that use greater than or smaller than or equal to make the following statements true. These all statements are true, just we have to make it, we have to put a proper sign, then it will become true. Okay, so let us consider first example. Okay, now this can be also solved by using the same method, or you can write it directly. Now here it can be seen that both the numbers are present and numbers are having opposite sign. 10 is having plus sign, 5 is having minus sign, opposite signs are there. Okay, so we can write it. Now what we will do when opposite signs are present, we are doing subtraction of numbers, so it can be written in this way also directly, that is 10 minus 5 is how much? 5. Okay, and then sign of greater number plus. Okay, now keep this box as it is. Now come to the RHS side, that is this one. Now both the numbers are having same sign and they are adding, so when same signs are there, we are doing addition of numbers. Okay, so 5 plus 4, that is 9, and sign of greater number is 5, so it is minus. Okay, now you have to check that which one is greater. Okay, plus 5 is greater or minus 9 is greater. Okay, so positive numbers are always greater than negative numbers, so our answer will be plus 5 is greater than minus 5, that is minus 5 plus 10 is greater than minus 5 plus minus 4. Okay, in this way you have to solve remaining examples. Hope you can easily solve this all examples. So this much is today, this much is enough for today. Thank you, have a nice day.